after it, MP.
MP, you're about to go off.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get all the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And we all know what it means to MP and this team to play well on the road, to win those close road games. MP's been quite vocal, in fact, about rising up in the face of big obstacles this season.
They've collectively taken MP's words to heart. You can see the purpose they're playing with, and you need that to succeed in a hostile environment. Otherwise, you start to show cracks, and then here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Garland with it. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. I'm now to head over to David Aldridge for some information about MP.
Hey guys, these games have been a point of emphasis for MP and his team this season. When I asked him about playing on the road, MP told me it's all about toughness and grit. We're going to play hard no matter where we are. Kevin?
And they are a gritty bunch. David, thank you. Here's one of the more relentless players in the NBA, Donovan Mitchell.
Kevin, what I love about him is he loves the lead role. He feels very comfortable carrying tremendous responsibility on the offensive end. Donovan, one of the more confident players you'll meet. Boy, how quick from the touch to the release for Donovan Mitchell. Look out, defense.
Here's A-Train. He takes that one up and powers it through. Greg, we talked to fans of the game, reporters, and historians, and they all name MP as one of the best to ever play, if not the best to ever play.
And MP is up there with the Jordans and LeBrons of the world. He's been that special in his career. If you're talking about the NBA GOAT, MP has to be in that conversation.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Here's A-Train. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Garland with it. He's picked up by Morant. Lets him go with the 3. The shot no good. Tyson.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Robinson Earl. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Stripped it away. Here's A-Train. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Garland attacking. That shot, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chicken. If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Allen trying to break free. Garland, no good. And the Grizzlies with possession. They're on a 16-5 run here. Sinks the three-pointer.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And there's the call on A-Train. That is his first foul of the game. And the Cavaliers making a change here. 1:35 left here in the opening quarter. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Looking for a breather. And maybe just one or two things to talk about. Toppin's checked in for Memphis. Ellis comes in for Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. Grizzlies on defense. Cleveland moving the ball around. Mitchell. The Cavaliers with another miss.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for it. That's unbelievable.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Wound up there for Allen. Intercepted. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And Toppin throws it down.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Got that one up quick. And it's now 22 points for A-Train.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
And he elevates for the slam dunk. Darius Garland did not like that.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Reliable. That's Mitchell from 3.
Again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
It's like reading a picture book for Morant. He makes it look insanely easy.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball. Mitchell's got 11.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Yes, this building is stunned. He dug deeper into his bag of tricks there. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Monk is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's LaRavia in at the 5 down low. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, A-Train in the last game against Oklahoma City was all business. He scored 63 points. And all game long, it seemed like he couldn't miss from outside the arc, converting many times from distance. He really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand. Here's the floater. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
And remember, they won both games in this matchup last year. No small feat.
And these two teams could easily end up meeting to decide the NBA championship. Tonight could be a preview of something with more on the line down the road. The chemistry Toppin has with his teammates. Just get up over the rim and finish it with authority, Obi.
And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews. And the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
Pass to A-Train. Driving in. It's hauled in by Gordon. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Now Russell. Odd pass to Gordon. And there's another turnover by the Cavaliers. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Mobley, he's checked in for Cleveland. Garland comes in for D'Angelo Russell. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Edey's checked in for Toppin. And Doris, when you look at Aaron Neesmith, he is someone that is accepted readily more responsibility over time.
There's no question, Kevin, and what I love is he didn't let not playing early in his career affect his outlook. In fact, it almost added an edge and spurred him to incredible improvement. He's an excellent defensive player. He's worked hard to become a three-point shooter. It's somebody defenses must now account for from range. You love the work put in.
Here's Mobley. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 3 assists in the game. Here's A-Train. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Cavaliers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Inside, stolen by Garland. Down low, here's Mobley. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Mobley's got 4 points this quarter.
Man, that is a big-time tough finish. Evan Mobley doesn't back down.
So timeout call here. The first for Memphis. Some changes for Memphis. Robinson Earls checked in for Neesmith. And it's Jackson in for Wells. Here's A-Train, covered by Mitchell. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And there's the call on A-Train. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Substitution for your Cavaliers. Jarrett Allen Tyson.
.106 left here in the second. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Off target from outside.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Stolen. Garland with it. He's picked up by Morant. Mitchell passes to Garland. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Garland's got his first points in this one.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defense inside. Darius Garland makes his...
Bring it in.
And going to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its ear.
This crowd is stunned. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Mitchell wide open. Off target from three-point range.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
Memphis shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Both free throws good from A-Train. There's 21 seconds left now here in the second. Now, here's Mitchell. He's guarded by A-Train. And Mitchell gets it to go.
This is what makes him so dangerous. He's not just a shooter. Donovan Mitchell, adept at scoring in the paint.
Here's Tyson.
Memphis foul. Jackson, his second.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for
Gotta
Cleveland.
admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Up in time. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so is Memphis, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did play?
Oh, my goodness. I make a lot more money, Ernie, than I did in my playing days, especially if you consider that all guys do is dunk and shoot threes, and as many threes as I did, oh, my God. Yeah.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Grizzlies.
Vintage.
And that concludes.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. A-Train has been sensational.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
So on the floor for Memphis. A-Train is out there with Morant. Then it's J.J. Jackson. Then there's Edey. And it's Robinson Earl in at the 4 slot. And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Doris, when the Cavaliers made the trade for Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland then began to do a lot of his work off the ball.
He had to, Kevin, and he made no secret of the fact that this was an adjustment. When you are accustomed to being the primary initiator, moving off the ball takes time. But to his credit, he's adapted beautifully.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
For 3, Mitchell. Grizzlies with the rebound. Morant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. Looking for Allen, and gets it there.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Here's A-Train. Oh, he jams it right over Jared Allen. Wow!
Wow! We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
They need a bucket. In a big way here to regain some confidence.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. That was his check in.
Oh, and he capped that one off with a little something extra, switching hands on the dunk.
He knows how to get some hang time there. Great play. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Mitchell gets it to go.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Here's A-Train, covered by Mitchell.
A moment here to see some numbers for A-Train. Great showing for him last season. First in scoring, and he had the #1 field goal percentage in our league. A fearsome finisher, punishing defenders on the inside.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. You know, these are the guys you need to be aware of if you don't want your pocket picked. Here are last season's steals leaders. You take a look at the A-Train, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
There were so many nights when he controlled the game through his defense. Not a surprise to see him ranked at the top.
Memphis has gone 4 of 6 from outside the arc tonight. Jared Allen grabs the miss. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. And here's Mitchell from the arc. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 6 assists in the game. Here's A-Train. Buries it from three-point range. A-Train's got 59 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Here's A-Train. That three off the mark.
Timeout.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. A-Train with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cover this guy off.
Monks checked in for Garland. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Here's A-Train. And, yep, another basket.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Monk outside. It's rebounded by Nesmith.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Here's A-Train. Bangs home the trifecta. A-Train's got 16 points here in the second half.
They are trying to close this out strong, and he's the man who's put you in this position.
Monk, no one around him. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. From past the arc. A-Train can't get it to drop. Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Mitchell outside. Just 5 on the clock. Over Jones. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. That one, no good. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We come back right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Mobley is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Mitchell. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's LaRavia in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Toppin, he's checked in for Bryant. Outside Gordon. Pass to Mobley. Gordon kicks to Mitchell. Monk dishes to Mitchell. No good that time. Excellent D that time from Jones. To the left wing. This one for 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. On the wing, Mitchell. Defended by Jones. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Memphis has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Pass to A-Train. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Wells with the steal. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Grizzlies making a switch here. Lions checked in. A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Monk outside. The Cavaliers with another miss.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Nailed from 3-point land.
He got loose from downtown in the first half. Now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
Cavaliers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Pass to Mitchell. Over Neesmith. Here's Tyson. Shoots over Wells. Offensive rebound. Mobley wide open. Drills the 3-pointer.
Boy, everyone seems to want a 3-point shot now. Clearly something Evan Mobley is working towards.
Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Darius Garland. David.
Well, guys, I was able to catch up with Cleveland's head athletic trainer, and this is an unfortunate injury, potentially devastating for them. It's tough news for the momentum of the team at this stage of the season. That's all we've got from now. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
No, I mean, this is a big blow, and it will force the team to make some adjustments, not just in terms of personnel in the court, but in terms of strategy.
Here's A-Train. No good on the triple.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
Mitchell passes to Allen. Toppin pulls it in. Toppin's got his 4th rebound in this one. And another miss by Memphis. Cleveland's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And when you played, Greg, the offseason was more of a dead period for the league. Not anymore. They want to make it year-round. Every month, something's going on.
Kevin, I love Vegas Summer League. It's given us some extra hoops. It's created a ton of excitement for the future. And also the trades and signings. The NBA is a 12-month-a-year league.
For the three, hits it from three-point range. A-Train's got 10 points in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your leads.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Grizzlies.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for A-Train.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Thomas Bryant is checked in for Memphis. Here's Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
Jared Allen putting on a show. Get out of his way, folks. It's coming down on your head.
Here's A-Train. A new 14 for the Grizzlies. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Takes the three. Good, another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. So no problem for Memphis.